Hello and welcome aboard Whale Pod to another Genshin Impact video. I am your Captain Whale, and in today's video we will finally be doing the gameplay aspect of Graven Innocence. The past Spiral Abyss video, as well as the first half of Tighnari Story Quest and part 4 of the Sumeru Archon quest, were all photobombed by this event's storyline. And now we just have the actual gameplay left to do. Roaming the jungle is the main activities here. I have already done all the photo taking, but I will show off the photos that you can unlock. I chose to go for shroom boars, shaggy stumper beasts, spino crocodile, and dusk birds for rainforest creatures. You could also probably swap out the dusk bird or really any of these guys for the tigers. But I went for the birds because, well, birds. For this, you get the whimsical drafts, which are different from the other event reward material, as these can only be exchanged for the Aranara carving teapot items. So if you don't care about the Aranara carving teapot items, don't bother with the taking pictures. I did it off camera because it is about as exciting as watching paint dry. We have Trilashkna creatures. I know I just butchered that horrendously. Trilakshana. Okay, that's better. Probably still not correct, but closer. Creatures. And we need to choose 3 of them. For this, the game has you choose the bouncy mushrooms, the poisonous I hate you mushrooms, and the dendrovines that can lift up rocks, and you have to record them in a normal, activated, and scorched state for all 3. The scorched state for the rocks is just collapsed on the ground. Then you have to observe the 3 new dangerous animals in some form of a resting position for all 3 of them, with the shaggy stumper beast requiring resting, eating, and preparing to charge, and the spino crocodile requiring basking by the shore, opening its mouth in the water, and preparing to charge. And the Rishboland tiger, okay, that's the name I was looking for, Rishboland, requires playing with its own tail, washing its face, and preparing to pounce. And then, for the final category, you just need to snap a picture of a green Aranara, a red Aranara, and a yellow Aranara. There are probably other Aranara colors, but those are the 3 Aranara colors I went for. Also, back in Roaming the Jungle, that I have completed just by the nature of I'm grinding up mushroom pieces for Tighnari and Kale's Ascensions, and by the fact that I am pre-grinding what I assume will be Cyno's Ascension material. We have already completed all the challenges for the 2 boss enemies in this event. Defeat the Jade Plume Terror Shroom before it creates new fungi is easy. As I said during the Abyss run, the Jade Plume Terror Shroom only summons in adds if it gets scorched. Without being hit by the volatile spore cloud, this is something for its activated form. You can do this by either taking no pyro or electro with you and using other elements to defeat it, or simply by killing it fast. Defeat an activated Jade Plume Terror Shroom after it is rendered stunned from its exhaustion. We saw the stunned exhausted state in the Abyss run earlier, and that is when it collapses on the ground. For this one, you just have to hit it hard enough while it's down to defeat it before it can get back up. Defeat the Jade Plume Terror Shroom without being hit by its special attacks when it is activated. This is along the same round as this. If you want to, I guess with this one, I don't know if it does this volatile spore cloud in its scorched form as well, but you might be able to get these 2 just by bringing pyro. I would say you can do this all in one, but it's probably best to do 2 runs at the Terror Shroom to get this. You do not have to actually claim the rewards from the Terror Shroom to get it if you don't want to use the resin. And for the Electro Vegetable, you must destroy 1 waxing stamen and 1 waning stamen. These are 2 objects it will place down on the field after certain attacks. When both are on the field, they will attract each other, collide, and then explode violently. It hits very hard. I have been hit by it. And then the other two are just to defeat the Electro Regisvine and prevent its... Well, defeat the Electro Regisvine and prevent its two stamens from unleashing an explosion. So you can do these in the same, as it will, I believe it alternates whether it drops a waxing or a waning. Just destroy it each time it comes out, and you should get these in one go. Paralyze the Electro Regisvine by attacking its Electro Core at the bottom. Unlike the Cryo and Pyro Regisvines, the Electro Regisvine's core starts at its corolla, and then will migrate down to its bottom if destroyed, or if enough time has passed without destroying it. Now, let's, I've learned a thing or two about how to fight this Regis vegetable since we faced it in the Abyss. Let's show a bit of what I've learned.
We're way behind schedule.
Dongers, get the shield up for us. Ganyu, let it snow.
No touching.
I was under the assumption that it just did not start with one of these out. It just starts with it at the corolla. There's one of the stamens. Klee makes short work of those. Well, Pyro and Cryo both make short work of those stamens it places down. And now that it's stunned, let's bash it to bits. I have done the proper refresh amounts to be able to claim these rewards as well, so we will grab them while we're here. 3 cores, we have 14 pre-farmed for Cyno already, with plenty of early level up materials as well. Now, let's go show off the chicken mushroom skewers, the big chicken dinner. We're going to use a different party for this. I want to show off using Electro against it. So we're going to bring out the Friendship Farm team, which consists of 3 characters that are below Friendship 10 and Zhongli. Zhongli is not always here, but because his Short King Animo son Xiao benefits so much from having Zhong Dongers around, we're bringing him again. So we're going to deploy. I actually prefer using Heizo as the DPS on this team. I really enjoy using Heizo. He's really fun. And his Falcon Punch packs quite the punch.
Gather.
As you can see, the Electro attacks from Shinobu's E are building up its enhancements here. We're gonna Falcon Punch it. Alright, Dongers, it is in its down state. So we're gonna wail on it. This is not the optimal team for this fight, but we are going to show off this team anyway because I really like it. Shinobu has turned really strong since the addition of Dendro, as she was always built to be a reactor in a time in the meta when Electro did not need or really benefit much from having a reactor like Shinobu available to it. But now Dendro does benefit from reactions a whole lot more. Well, Electro does benefit from reactions a whole lot more because of Dendro. And as you can see, we let our Zhongli shield waver there, and this mushroom packs quite the punch when it is activated. That's why I made sure to have Zhongli on the team in the Abyss that was going to face the mushroom as well. And one more, and we have enough of these beaks for both Kale and Tighnari. Don't know if we'll have enough Dendro crystals, but showing off the 2 bosses there, just out in the overworld. You will need to fight those for the event to be done to its fullest. But from here, we are actually going to go back to our good ol' Dendro Unchained with Kokomi, Yelan, Yaimiko, and Dendro Traveler for the rest of the gliding and combat challenges. And then at the end, we'll assemble some Aranara carvings. Some Arara carvings. Oh, that one's underground. This start point is above ground. I don't like going near statues of the 7 when Shinobu is in my party, as my statues are set to fully heal on approach, and Shinobu, like Hu Tao, works best when at low HP. Here's the start of this challenge. And we're playing hooky. Easy enough. These ones actually do not correspond to any hook. That's why I was having trouble finding the hook. And pretty easy. A Leaping Tiger, final score 3660. That is more than enough to get the maximum there. Leaping Tiger, you have been conquered. Another Statue of the Seven for another challenge. Let's do the rest of these as a Dendro Traveler. Feels a bit more flavorful that way. All right. These things. Another gold right away. Probably would have done a little better if we hadn't splatted ourselves into that thing right at the start. Well, not right at the start, towards the end there. That is more of that. We have done Over the Broken Bridge and a Leaping Tiger. Now it is time for Against the Flow. Ah, yes, these things have been plaguing me ever since we were forced to do that event story quest in order to progress onward with Tighnari's Story Quest, because I still needed the amount of open world challenges in order to get the top achievement for that category still. And these ones did not help with finding ones that actually counted for the achievement, as these ones do not count for the achievement. Just gotta keep going forward here at the end. $36.20, a gold medal. We are done here. That's Against the Flow again. A Landing Magpie. At the end of this, we're also going to give a bit of the introduction to the Lost Riches event, so I can see exactly how long it's going to take for all the stages to unlock, so we can come back and do all the stages in one run. And then get our second Sealy. As you can see, we have the purple Sealy from the Inazuma run of this event. I missed the original run, so I don't have two already. I'll probably get the green Sealy, I don't know, maybe not, maybe. I know I'm not getting the pink or the blue, because those are too close to the purple. So it's really between the yellow and the green. Alright, mud bubbles again. I can't tell if that mud bubble got it or if I did. That's the end of that. Claimable rewards 3 of 3, 16, well, 36.40. Let's see, we have done 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. There's 5, 6, 7 total. Let's go here. It's literally right above the course. We have not yet found the one that we need to do, if there is one of these we need to do in order to get more Battle Pass experience. Grove Dash. You know, this one might be the Battle Pass one. That name sounds familiar. I'm gonna leave that one. I'm not gonna miss those guys. That keeps us from getting the gold, or whatever. We'll just do it again. Nope, we still got the gold, 3260, even with a stopping for Aranara. Oh yeah, the Scorched Star Shroom he asked for is probably one of the weirdest items in the game. The Star Shrooms here in Sumeru have scorched and activated forms just like other of these Dendro creatures do. But the Scorched form, the normal form restores 300 HP when consumed. The activated form restores 800 when consumed. The Scorched form only restores 1 measly HP. And we're actually gonna come at it from this angle, but yeah. I had to scorch a couple in order to give one to a different Aranara that simply wanted all 3 types of Star Shroom. And I regret scorching them because they are only, well, they're worthless. They're even more worthless than holy water because at least holy water is part of some people's wishing rituals, mine included. The reason why I went to the Statue of the Seven here as opposed to that waypoint over there that I normally use here is because of this. I don't want to have to climb that massive ruin golem gear out in the middle of there. Now, speaking of Aranara, I have completed the Aranara, Aranyaka is what I'm going to call it because it's an Aranara related thing. World Quest. I did not record it because all the memes I'd seen said it was going to be a tedious and boring one, and I no longer trust the memesters because they have no class and no taste. It was a great quest. I regret not recording it, other than I'm very happy that I didn't have to voice all of that because it is unvoiced. It even includes one moment that I've been wanting to see in a Genshin quest for a long time now. I won't spoil what that is for people who have not yet played it. That direction is where we're going. But it was an amazing quest, long quest line. You got about 4,000 Primogems from it. I don't have all those Primogems still because I have been spending Primogems for resin refreshes. As a whale, resin is more important. Resin in my time is more important to me than Primogems sometimes, particularly when I'm trying to build a lot of new characters, or even a couple new characters along with some old ones that I've always wanted to build. This one brings us right to the entrance of the next one, but first we have to take care of a Ruin Drake. Really wonder when they're going to introduce the Ruin Joshes. I'll see myself out. But here is another Grove Dash? I thought we just did Grove Dash over in the, Grove. But oh well, I'm not complaining. This is really just more free Primogems. And that should be all 7. We're going to claim our rewards all at the end from these. But, yes, that's all 7 done. The last section before we build ourselves some auras is the combat portion. Start off with the wonderful fungi. I don't think there was one for that. Let's check what the other 2 here are. 1 R&R carving. And 2,000 creative notes. These are the ones we are getting from these challenges. The other ones, the bestseller tickets or whatever, are usable for redeeming the R&R parts you need to build the statue.
Quietly now.
Scatter! Right here, right now. Emerge.
A lot of challenges here. This one didn't move very far afield, so we will head to it on foot. On Yelan feet, of course, so much faster than your average foot.
Emerge.
Game's up. Fun's over. Gotcha.
One Yelan burst, and that is a challenge done. Not so much a challenge, but as a way to get a little extra materials for leveling up Tighnari and his bow, as Tighnari uses the fungus parts, and his bow uses the other fungus parts.
Busted.
Right now, right here.
With Tighnari using the non-activated ones, and his bow using the activated ones.
Gotcha. Take it easy.
And also is helping players, even if they didn't pull for Tighnari, get their reserves of the Sumeru enemy mats built up quicker. As this does also include the Ruin Drakes, which are not needed for either Tighnari or his bow. It's just random mushrooms chilling out in the wild.
Right here, right now. Emerge.
We're still gonna absolutely roast them, though. Oh yeah, while Yai Miko here is not necessarily one of my favorite characters, she is one of my favorites to use. Even before Dendro was added, I really liked the whole, I could just throw down a few turrets and then go and do other stuff, or throw down a few turrets and with the increased range from Constellation 2, not have to worry as much about, you know, actually
Right now. Emerge.
chasing down or grouping enemies, as the turrets hit like a truck at Constellation 6, and at Constellation 2, reach like in all the way across the map.
Gotcha.
I do have a lot of the fungi materials already, because these things are everywhere in Sumeru. I would have less of the non-activated version if there weren't hydro fungi down in the chasm, which allowed me to get up a reserve of over 1,000 of the smallest, and over like 300 of the middle, and over 100 of the largest before Sumeru even released.
Scatter.
We're getting some big boys in this one now. That appears to be the end of the fungi challenges. Now, Thieves and Sellswords, Part 1. That's going to be Eremites. Maybe a few treasure hoarders, but hopefully entirely eremites just to get materials. It's nice that they are, since this is a new region, allowing these challenges to drop materials. As, with it being a new region, we are not going to have had any of these materials going into it, except for the inactive fungus materials, which could be pre-farmed since version 2.6 down in the chasm mines.
Emerge. Right here.
Quietly now.
Ah! Ha! Allow me. Let's move out.
Eremites are beefier than fungi, so we'll be using more of the tools at our disposal each challenge. They're also less generous with their drops than the activated fungi are. Here we go. Here's the next group. 4 to start us off as always.
Looking for trouble?
Busted.
Right now. Right here. Rest and Reven. Germinate.
There we go. Another group of marauding eremites defeated. Another common mispronunciation here is actually a lot of people will pronounce eremites as Emirites, which I can see why, because in our world there's the United Arab Emirates, and with them coming from the desert, it can be more reasonable to see how people would mix that up, but it is eremites here in Teyvat.
Quietly now.
Emerge.
7 of these guys here.
Spring forth.
Things are about to get dicey.
We're getting bigger ones here, though. Yealon's burst is fun to use, particularly when you have C6. Most Yealons, you want to build them with 4-piece, it's the one from Inazuma that everyone uses, emblem set. That's what it's called. And that's what mine is still on, as I have not yet found artifacts that suit my ridiculously high standards when it comes to gearing up my Yealon. But a C6 Yealon can make a reasonable use of a 2-piece Heart of Depths, 2-piece Tenacity of the Millilith set. As when she pops her ult at Constellation 6, the first 5 normal attacks she fires off within the next 20 seconds after using the ult will, instead of being normal, wimpy physical damage bow hits, will be even more powerful versions of her special charge attack that deals AoE damage. And these special hits will also deal AoE damage. Only 3 here. It looks like the 3 specialty eremites.
Quietly now.
Let's lasso them.
Take it easy.
That's a wrap on these eremite challenges. Now, next up we have... There it is. Nope, not that one. There it is, Wormrest Forest 1, over by the giant Conrian Ruin Golem, which in the questline you do actually get to go inside the cockpit of. And that was cool, because this is the first example of a Conrian machine that was not an automaton, but a vehicle.
Busted.
Propagate. Germinate.
Challenge complete. I take it these Wormrest Forest or whatever ones are going to be ruin machines in general.
Right now. Right here. Right now.
Gotcha.
Or after this one there's going to be a Ruin Drake. I suppose that's what they're going for here. Yep. Here's our big lumbering ground boy.
Busted.
And there is no longer a rumbling ground boy. Let's head back up to the statue so we don't have to climb. That's one of the random events that can come around in Sumeru, where you have to defeat a bunch of Fatui and Eremites that are colluding together to do unscrupulous deeds.
Right here, right now, right here.
Like steal children from one of the villages around here.
Gotcha. Here comes the cash.
Dead Drake.
Take it easy.
Oh, believe me, Yelan, I am taking it easy. There's nothing easier than Genshin Impact when you're a whale.
Emerge.
Busted. Gotcha.
Propagate.
Alright, here's the big Chungus.
Right here, right now.
That's why it's taking so long. Yeah, his turrets ran out. You can tell when they run out because things stop dying like they're flies. I imagine this will be the last one down here in the water. Oh yeah, did I mention when I was farming up Nilo Tapala Lotai for Tighnari's Ascension, I ran out one shy of being able to fully upgrade him? Wait, no, it's up here. Yeah, I ran out one shy of being able to ascend him to 90 of 90. I have 59 out of 60 needed. Some might respawn later today. We're actually going to take the mushroom path up here. Not trying to upskirt Yai here, just trying to be able to see how close I am roughly to the top of the cliff. And the camera even has Chinese sensors placed on it to where you can't upskirt characters. Well, truly, because if you get too much below them in camera angle, it will simply fade out their model so you can see through them. That is the last Wormrest Forest. Now we just have That's All Folks Part 1. I still cannot for the life of me figure out where this Dendro ring goes. Maybe I've solved it before and don't remember and it's just glitched to appear as unsolved in the after each daily reset, but I try and find where it's going each time, and I can't. If you know roughly where the things should be, please let me know down in the comments. That one there looks like it's solved, but I've only hit that one. I haven't been able to find its friends.
Right here, emerge.
Fungi again here at the start. Don't mind it, they are fun guys.
Right now, right here.
I'll see myself out. They're definitely better than the elemental specters.
Hold the line.
A big fungus already. Now we've grabbed all of our fungus drops. Oh yeah, Vimara Village is where the Fatui have been trying to steal children. I don't know what's up with some of these fishing spots respawning faster than others, because I cleared all those out yesterday. We will make a beeline for that Aranara there. I don't want to miss these, because there are 76 Aranara around the forest, and either returning them to Vanarana by giving them what they're looking for, or waking them up, or completing their little mini game for you, We'll eventually unlock a ton of treasure chests, including multiple precious and a luxurious chest in Vanarana. Vipius and Zatoon Peach. Or Zaytoon Peach. Golden Nara, pick these, thank you. Thank you, Nara. It's time for me to go. May Aramukuhunda will watch over Nara. That's another reason why I didn't want to do the quest recorded, because one, while it is an amazing quest, the Aranara names are murder. And normally I would combat the assertions of a certain few that Genshin Impact is just Breath of the Wild with more anime, well, girlies. Normally I would refute it, but the Aranara are literally just Koroks. Less annoying Koroks, but still Koroks. Maybe they're based off of similar sorts of legends?
Emerge.
Or maybe they're based off of the same legend? Eremites here at this one.
Busted. Gotcha.
No more Eremites at this one. But they're less annoying for 3 reasons. 1, they're only in the Sumeru Rainforest. You don't have to worry about searching for them all over the map. 2, there's only 76 of them, not 900. 3, they don't make you carry their poop. And I guess as a 4th, they're not required to expand your inventory size. Dendro Barrel.
Emerge. Right here. Scatter.
Now you're testing my patience.
Spring forth.
And that is done with that. Ruin Drake challenge over here. This looks like it's going to be a grounded one.
Right now. Right here.
It is indeed.
Busted. Quietly now. Game's up. Fun's over.
We have ruined that Drake. Hara Fruit. It's sort of like the Joyun Chili of Sumeru, except it's not also an Ascension material. Now we have the winged variety.
Emerge. Right now.
Rope it like our name's Sandy Cheeks.
Things are about to get dicey.
And shoot it down. That is the end of those final round of challenges. So with that said, there's only one thing left to do. That is to start off by heading to Port Ormos. We could buy these from the event shop, but we can also just buy them here from the toy shop with the same materials. Fayez, my boy.
Please let me know if you decide you want to keep the prototype Aranara, and we'll go get it from the warehouse at once.
Nice on the voice acting there. These are only used for the Aranara parts, so I don't care about running out here. And once again, these tokens you use for this portion of the event shop is obtained exclusively from taking photos. Mamdo, do you have anything new to say to us?
We didn't expect the carvings to be so popular. My hands are getting sore from making them. We won't be developing any new toys for a while. Right now, our focus is on making Aranara carvings so that all children in Port Ormos can have one of their own.
Now, there's assemble carving 1. We're gonna go One Aranara made. Save that Aranara. Alright, no. That's the cancel arrangement. That's the wrong Aranara. Where's there's arrangement 3. We can make a lot of Araras. Cancel, wood carved head. Give him a stash. Give him a hat. Wood carved cape. And eyes. Return, save. Assemble carving 4. Blue body. Or blue body for blue head. Save that one as well. Maximum amount of carvings displayed reached for now. So let's claim all our rewards. A lot of Mora and a lot of experience books. Well, by a lot I mean 10. But we will still take 10. And that is 100,000 Mora, 500 of the event thing, and 10 experience per each of these. For a total of 2,000 of the event shop tickets, 400,000 Mora, and 40 books. And times that by 20,000, and that's how much character experience you get. Each one of these has 40 Prima Gems, 200 event shop tickets, and 40,000 more, and 4 of those enhancement ores. Multiply that by 7, and that's what you get. That would pretty much be the Primo Gems for a normal event. Let's also show the rewards for the bosses again. That was 400 tickets, 80,000 Mora, 80 Prima Gems, and 8 enhancement ore per boss. There are 2 of them, so multiply that by 2, and that's how much the bosses give you, in addition to the chance for boss drop rewards. The picture taking gave us the other kind of ticket. It totals 2,400 between all 4 categories, as well as talent ascension materials and Mora. The same talent materials per, so there is 8 of each Sumeru silver talent book, and 240,000 Mora in addition to the 2,400 tickets needed to redeem all the Aranara parts. That's the end of those rewards. Meticulous Craftsmanship was just the quest to unlock the Making Aranara. I've only done 3 complete Aranara carvings. Ah. Now I know what I need to do. Hey, Aranara carving 2. You're looking a little cold without a cape there, buddy. There's all our rewards. And each Aranara carving gives you 40 Primo Gems, 200 of the event reward shop coins or tickets, 8 Mystic Enhancement ore, and the special Aranara Woodland stand. It looks like we are capped at 4 of 4 displayable carvings. I don't know if more will unlock during the event, but we can display up to 6, it looks like, in our Serenity pot. There, now all that's left is the event shop. This 5,000 should be exactly enough for everything. Let's get the Crown of Insight first. Second is the Primo Gems. 300. So now let's take a brief break to calculate the total Primo Gems you can get from this event. You have 300 from the event shop. 160 from here. That's 460. Roaming the jungle has a total of 0 in pictures. 160 in bosses. 420 in these challenges. And 0 from the combat trials. So 420 plus 160, 580. Plus 400 is 980. I want to say it's like 1,040 Primo Gems you can get from doing this event. Now it's cleaning out the event shop time. Next most important. Dendro Gems. Then all the talent books. Then I'm gonna say Hero's Wit. Then the gemstones. I'm gonna start with Geo because I have no Geo that I need, so I can just use Dust of Azoth from the Dust shop in Paimon's Bargains to convert them over to more Dendro. Cryo and Animo still have characters that actually need that stage of Fragment to ascend. Electro for pre-farming for Cyno. Hydro for pre-farming for Candace. And Pyro for just, you know, fire. And then the Mora should be the rest of our... Yes, it should be. For 300,000 Mora. Those are the rewards that you can get from the Graven Innocence event and all the gameplay modes except the more boring than watching paint dry photo taking portion. Sure, it was slightly more involved than the building Aranara, but these Aranara are actually frankly pretty darn adorable. That's another point they have over Koroks. Koroks are butt ugly. Aranara are actually things you'd want to get your kid a plushie of. Oh, we'll also show the BP rank 40 and a BP rank 42. That gets us 4 more BP rank. We once again are paid on the 20 plan. So we have the extra premium battle pass. These items down here on the bottom row are not extra premium, but we also get, just as a thank you for the more expensive bundle, 5 fragile resin, a name card, and furnishing blueprint, as well as 10,000 battle pass experience that does not count towards our weekly experience limits. That 10,000 goes farther in these where it's only 900 per level instead of 1,000 like in previous patches. Hero's Wit times 20, 60 Mystic Enhancement Ore, and that's, well, our weekly limit is 9795 of 10,000. So that's where we are for this week. I've calculated out and we should be able to hit 50 before the new banners drop for Kokomi and Ganyu with Dory in one of the 4 stars. So there goes the Battle Pass progress as well. Before we end things off, we have Treasures Beneath the Vines. Until Vanna is Healed is a world quest involving an Aranara that is now available once you have completed everything in Aranyaka. I'm going to say Aranyaka rather than Aranyaka because, well, Aranara is more Ara than Aran.
Take it easy.
But as I said before, we are going to open up the Lost Riches event, even if we're not going to do the actual event areas today, in order to just get the ball rolling and see when I am going to be able to record the rest of the event. Didn't you bring me here, little one? Keep moving. Never mind, you better stay put. Ullman? Traveler, it's been a while. Are you still bumming around the world? I've heard many amazing stories about you. You're really phenomenal. What troubles are you gonna fix this time in Sumeru? Don't jinx me. Right back to business, Traveler. How about another team-up action? The land of Sumeru is strewn with treasures, Mora everywhere. Seelies are drawn to me as usual, and the treasure-seeking Seelies we got so familiar with are among them too. Same as before, you and the Seelies look for treasures, and I'll prepare your payment. We'll surely rake it in as a team. Iron coins again? No, this time I'm looking for ancient iron coins which are worth more. Yes, that's another coin. It's not. The antique ones sell for more Mora. So it's a deal then? Let's make a pile as a team like we used to. Check the treasure map within Ullman's treasure book. Follow the map to reach the area where the treasure is buried. Ullman will mark out one new area in this book each day for a total of 6 treasure areas. If you equip the treasure-seeking Seelie from your inventory, you can summon it when in a treasure area. However, if you are not in a treasure area, the treasure-seeking Seelie will not answer your summons. After you equip and summon the treasure-seeking Seelie, the minimap will mark the location of energy emissions. Go to these areas and help the treasure-seeking Seelie collect energy to revitalize it. The treasure-seeking Seelie will be able to find one treasure area if it collects energy 3 times. When you begin looking for treasure in a treasure area, the Seelie will seek the treasure out within a certain radius. You must help the treasure-seeking Seelie collect energy and keep its energy levels up. Helping the Seelie to completely regenerate its energy within a certain amount of time will allow it to start searching for treasure. When the treasure-seeking Seelie finds the treasure, it will stay there and display the location of the treasure itself. Dig the treasure up and open the chest to obtain various rewards. Long-winded explanation. Shouldn't be too bad, as if you're watching these in order, I should be recording Genshin again when it's time to do all of these various treasure spots. We now have 2 time expiring gadgets. This one expires with the end of the patch, and this one expires with the end of the event. This one, the camera with the patch, because the event lasts the entire patch. We will also look at the event details. Unlocks in 11 hours, 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. So 5 days, because 1 day 11 hours, 2 day 11 hours, 3 day 11 hours, 4 day 11 hours. So just doing a little mental math here. Wednesday is when I will be recording this next video. Specifically, Wednesday, September 7th is when the last stage will unlock and we will be able to do all 6 in one sitting. So for now, that is all I have for you today, WhalePod. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, make sure to leave a like and sub to the channel. Both of them help me out immensely, and neither of them costs you a single cent. Or in this case, Mora. But with all that taken care of, as usual, comments are welcome down below. And until next time, WhalePod, I hope you all are having fantastic days. I am your Captain Whale, but until next time, this is goodbye.